hoping to avoid the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Locke, he's going to float this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. So CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. No gain. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the...
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And the return here is stopped at the... ...35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift. Big Ace. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
45 is the mark. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even...
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Man, that's trash. I'm going to win. I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'm going to act a fool with this. Yeah, I'm going to act a fool with this. Yeah, I'm going to act a fool with this.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. Shotgun snap to Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Intercepted.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big pickup there on the run. And even 40 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, Drake again. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He was brought down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the toss, Drake going left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's Larry Fitzgerald from Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point coming now for Nugent. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 17. Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. It certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Bradley
give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll hand this one off to Gordon.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Shoot.
Shotgun now for Murray. Fitzgerald on the slant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Jake Butt. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Gordon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stumped the run. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Block working out of the gun. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. Finding, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A heck of an effort there on the scramble, leaves them with just 3rd and a yard.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Out of the gun, here's Murray, sliding out of the pocket.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Alexander Johnson, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He's got Jake Butt as tight end, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake, and here's Locke.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Broncos 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the the Broncos. It's a sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run toss to the right with Drake. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's
it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That's a gain of 4.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray now. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Crunch time, defense. 47's the mic, boy. 47.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll find Williams on the slant. And some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards.
The 5-yard line.
Here's Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. From the 40 now on second down. Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the
19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He was brought down.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football. Forced the dump off.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just one more desperation away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Locked to throw for it on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw it, Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Larry Fitzgerald, no stranger to making big plays in overtime. I know you remember, Charles, divisional round 2015. Fitzgerald took a 75-yard pass to the 5 and then scored on a shovel pass to beat Green Bay.
That was something, wasn't it? And when it comes to Larry Fitzgerald, when I think of overtime, I always think big moments. This is a bigger stage.